Oh my god. So I literally just sat down and recorded a video on the wrong microphone entirely, so that's fun. Hi there. I currently have 10 public videos, I think. I've been doing this whole YouTube thing for 10 weeks straight now. I don't know if you're proud of me, but I'm proud of me. I did miss 1 week, but I uploaded a bonus video the week before, so I'm counting it as a win. I realized that I hadn't really just sat down and had like an actual little talk with you guys. So I thought I would make that. A lot of bigger YouTubers, when people are asking for advice on how to start a channel, they'll say something along the lines of, just start it. Which isn't bad advice. I think you definitely need to instill the idea of nothing's holding you back, why not just start it? However, I don't think it's the full picture. I think it's important to remember that most people who are starting YouTube are going to have a day job or school, or a lot of times both. It's hard work. You can't deny the fact that when you're starting YouTube, it's incredibly difficult work, because a lot of these YouTubers who are being asked, they do this as a job, and they have an editor, and they have people on staff, you know? But when you're new to it, you are thinking of your ideas, you're filming them on your own, you're editing them on your own. It's a lot of work, especially when you have other commitments. When you're starting YouTube, there are more important things than YouTube. Like paying the rent and having enough money to buy food, or getting your education, or paying for said education. While I love YouTube, and a lot of other people do too, there are a lot of other factors to it. It's not just, well, why don't you just start it? I think it's also important to remember that the people who are giving that advice started their channels anywhere between like 5 to 10 years ago. And YouTube is an incredibly different space now. While I think there's still like the element of anyone can make it, it is a lot harder. When I first started doing YouTube way back in the day, I uploaded a video in 2013. It was the second video I had ever uploaded, and it almost instantly got 300 views. I didn't know how YouTube worked back then. I didn't tag it. I didn't have like a custom thumbnail, which I don't know if anyone could do that at that point, or if that was, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I just filmed it and uploaded it, and I got 300 views instantly. And if you did that today, you wouldn't get a single view. I mean, unless you watched your own video, in which case then you'd get one. But things have undeniably changed on this platform. And that's not always a bad thing. Some of it's bad, but I think it does force people to work their asses off and find their voice before rising to fame. But it also makes it much harder for small creators to break through that barrier and get an audience. And like I said before, it's not bad advice at all to say, just start one. Just start a YouTube channel. Because that is probably one of the biggest hurdles at the very beginning. You need to just start it. Nothing is holding you back. However, it is nowhere near the full picture. And I think it's important to hear from small creators who are in the middle of starting their YouTube channels, because the platform changes so quickly that these people, they started their channels when things were different. So how are we supposed to expect them to know how to start a channel in this environment? They don't. But I also think it's important to remember that while it is a lot of work, it's far from impossible. Like, I have a day job and my hours are incredibly unpredictable. I have friends and family and prior commitments, and I've been doing pretty okay at getting one video up a week. It's not always easy, but I have been doing it. It's definitely a tough subject to discuss because there's not really a right or wrong or a set experience. Like, everyone's experience on YouTube is entirely different, and that's a good thing. It's one of the biggest strengths of YouTube as a platform. However, it's a shame to see small creators get pushed aside and pushed down. I think that one of the things that most people used to love YouTube for was the fact that anyone could get found. Anyone could say something and have people listen. And I'm not saying that every single video is worthy of a 1 million subscriber audience, but there are plenty of people who have been putting the time in, putting the work in, and haven't gotten the recognition that they deserve. If you guys have any thoughts on it, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear them, and I would love to have a discussion with you guys. Especially if you're a smaller YouTuber like myself, I would love to hear from you. I think that's all I really have to say. Alright. Bye!